Okay. Okay. Hi, Francine.
Hi.
Uh, okay. So, Francine, first of all, congratulations on your 2013 win. I think the most inspiring part from our side was when you said that you actually you had very little knowledge about science and technology, and you had to go back and research and learn, and we found that so inspiring. And from everyone here in the South Africa office, we just want to say congratulations, and you inspired us a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, so can you give me a brief description about your background, where you grew up, and where you went to school, primary and high school?
Okay. I'm 18 now. I went to Canada Trust. I grew up on the Copper Belt in Kitwe.
Okay.
I did my primary school from Nkana Trust in the Copper Belt, and then I did my secondary school from Pelembe Secondary School on the Copper Belt as well. I was in boarding school. Um, Anything else you'd like to know?
Um, so you're in matric right now, right?
No, I completed my secondary school last year.
Last year, okay. Okay,
Yes.
great. Wow, okay. So, I mean, I wasn't at the gala dinner, but I heard that you gave an amazing speech. But can you just take us through your journey from entering Star Awards to winning to your trip to Paris and to now?
Okay. Initially, I wanted to take part in the 2012 edition of the Star Awards, but I wasn't able to due to certain circumstances. So in
Okay.
2013, I followed it up and I finally found the edition. So I found the question and I immediately started working on the essay. I decided to do the essay because, yes. And then it took me about like a month and 2 weeks to write my essay. I worked on my essay for about a month and 2 weeks, and then I
Wow.
finally in. I did a lot of research. It required a lot of research because I was writing on how satellites can help Africa develop in terms of health, education, and agriculture. Especially that I had very little background in satellites before, so I had to do a lot of research. And then I found out that I was first in Zambia. I found that out in January. Then
Okay.
in February of 2014, I found I was first in Africa. So then I traveled in December. I think that must have been on the 3rd or the 4th of December. I
Hmm.
went to Paris. I must have spent like a day in Paris. I
Uh-huh.
visited the EutelSat offices in Paris. I met the EutelSat. I traveled to French Guiana. Well, in French Guiana, that's where I learned a lot about science. We visited the launch site. I saw the rockets, and there were people who were explaining whatever. It was just so great. I couldn't even believe that this is what I had actually gotten myself into. It was just so amazing. The people there were
Okay.
nice. The experience, yes. And we visited we visited the facilities and how basically I just got a view of how everything worked. It was magnificent.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so Francine, I mean, I know I don't only speak for myself when I say that I didn't have that much knowledge on science and technology, especially since it wasn't really emphasized in high school or throughout my schooling career. So I don't know, would you say that you experienced the same in high school?
Um, Kind of. Well, we were taught the sciences, but yes, kind of. We were taught the sciences, but I just never saw the beauty of science before my trip. During my trip, I came to see a whole other level of science that I couldn't believe, because in secondary school, it was just the basic things. They just tell you chemistry, physics, biology, but you don't really feel the importance of science till you actually go for the trip.
Sure. Okay. So someone wanted me to ask you if you're looking to pursue anything in the science and technology industry, like either in tertiary or just later on in life?
Later on in life, well, I'm not going to pursue anything in sciences. I'm actually looking forward to doing economics. But as much as I'm doing economics, it doesn't mean I can't make a difference in the scientific world later on in life. Because for my trip, getting to see how science works and everything, it made me actually, as much as I'm not doing anything in sciences, but when I grow up and I'm an economist, and I would actually try all my best to make a difference in the scientific world, because I've seen how important science is and how important and what an important role it actually plays in making a difference in Africa and improving its economy, which I would like to do, seeing that I actually want to study economics.
Sure. Okay. So, I mean, has this experience sort of inspired you in any way?
Of course, it has. Getting to meet different people, looking at them and seeing how they carry out their work, it's made me see that in order for you to get somewhere in life, you have to work very, very, very hard, because the people I met seemed to be very hardworking people. So I've just realized that for me to get somewhere in life and actually make a difference in Africa, I would have to work very, very hard.
Okay. So do you plan on using this opportunity to somehow inspire your peers, especially young girls around you, in some way?
Of course, as much as I'm not doing the sciences, but either way, I've seen the importance of science. So I would actually encourage people around me to take the sciences, because I've seen the importance of the sciences as much as I'm not doing the sciences, and just to go ahead and achieve your dreams and make a difference in this world.
Sure. Okay. So, I mean, Francine, last question, well, coming from me, what would you say to someone who, a young person who would like to enter the DStv EutelSat Star Awards, but is kind of maybe unsure of themselves or doesn't think they have what it takes to win? Like, what would you say to a person like that?
Well, I would tell them to go for it and put in all their best, because it wasn't an easy road to take. I won't say it was easy. If I say it was easy, I would actually be lying. It was actually a very challenging road, which required a lot of effort. And there would be times while you're taking part, while you're doing whatever you're doing, you feel very discouraged, but just go on, because you don't know where it will take you. Like, because even when I was taking part, I used to get discouraged a lot, to an extent that when I had heard that I had won, I said that was impossible. I couldn't have won in the whole of Africa, but I did, because I handed it in after tireless efforts, which I put in. So they should just put in all their best in either writing the essay or drawing the poster.
Okay. Well, okay, so thank you so much, Francine, for, giving us time to chat to you and get to know you better. And well, personally, I really wish you the best of luck. I found your story very inspiring, and I'm really sad I couldn't meet you in person in Zambia, and then I couldn't hear your speech because I heard it was great. But thank you so much for spending some time with us, and I wish you all the best in life.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Stay well.
You too. Bye.
Okay. Bye.